Zend Server is renowned for its ability to maximize the performance of production PHP apps. My name is Daniel, and in this video I'll give you a quick tour of 8 different features available in Zend Server to do just that. First, Zend Server's PHP Stack incorporates PHP extensions that have been thoroughly tested and optimized, including opcache, a bytecode cache for PHP which innately improves the load page of your applications. Second, ZRay helps you find performance issues early on in the development cycle by giving you deep and live insight into all the PHP elements constructing your page. For example, using ZRay, you'll be able to easily identify bad database queries causing a bottleneck. At Zend, we call this left shifting, the ability to hit those issues early on in development and way before going into production. Third, Zend Server's UI enables you to easily fine-tune your environment to suit your needs. Not using certain PHP extensions, or don't need a certain Zend Server feature, simply turn them off and minimize the memory and processing time that PHP pages require, thus increasing performance and maximizing the number of requests that your hardware can handle at a single point in time. Fourth is the built-in Zend Server monitoring feature, and specifically the performance-related monitoring events that it tracks and displays. For example, the slow request execution event are easily visible on the dashboard and allow me to look specifically at which requests are taking a large amount of time, and then even more specifically, look into a code trace to see which line of code is causing the problem. Fifth is page caching. Page caching is a Zend Server feature that helps you improve the performance of your PHP applications by caching pages whose dynamic content don't necessarily need to be updated for each request for that page. This caching rule is called time, and it says that we're going to cache what we define below for 360 seconds. Below, the rule is configured to cache the time PHP page in the application. We can add conditions if we want to. For example, we can specify a specific rule on the HTTP GET event for this page. Sixth is the Zend Server feature called data cache. Data caching isn't something that happens inside the Zend Server UI. It's API-specific code that we can write to cache specific bits of data inside our application. So instead of caching the entire page, you're going to cache certain pieces of data. You can do this in 2 different ways. First, you can cache to disk using this API, Zend Disk Cache Store. And then you can cache to memory using Zend SHM Cache Store. You need to specify the key and the value. And this way, you can cache inside your code itself, bits of data, and not the entire page. Seventh is the Zend Server job queue. Job queue allows us to take a bit of code, and rather than have them be run when someone makes a specific request, we're going to automatically run those on some schedule. Once an hour, once a day, or once a month. So say we have an e-commerce store, and the catalog needs to be re-indexed periodically. We don't want someone to have to do that when they think of it or pending any user event. We can specify that we're going to run that code on off-peak hours once a week, so it doesn't impact the performance of our production web service. And last but not least, Zend Server can automatically set you up with PHP running on Nginx, allowing you to enjoy the performance advantages of this modern web server. That's it, guys. That's 8 features available in Zend Server to help you maximize the performance of your production PHP apps. Thanks for watching.